Good morning. It is a cold and snowy day, and I do look rough. I need to wash my hair today, and we are going downtown to the Christmas market. I'm so excited because if you guys have been watching the vlogs, you will have seen that Jacob and I had a pretty sorry attempt at the Christmas market a couple weekends ago. So my mom's best friend, and me, we are gonna go before 4 o'clock so that we can get in for free. And then we are gonna go to this cute little Christmas place after to have some appetizers and maybe a cocktail or two. So I'm excited. I have to get ready like immediately because I need to let my hair dry a little bit, and if it's not dry by the time I have to go, I'm gonna run a quick blow dry just through my roots at least so I don't get sick. My mom has my long Aritzia coat at her house and my hat and my gloves, so I'm just gonna wear a random jacket that I have here and then I'm gonna switch them when I get there. So I'm really excited. I'm wearing like cute little holiday-ish PJs. I got these for $30 at Mark's. Jacob and I went there during Black Friday and these were $30, and I mean they're not like the best pajamas I've ever had. Like definitely my airy ones, in my opinion, I think I like way better just because they're much longer. Like these ones are really short, but you know what, for $30 I can't complain because the airy PJs were so expensive for not even cotton pajamas. So Tuxedo is trying to get at the humidifier. Guys, come on, get down. So I made myself a salted caramel hot coffee today because it's freezing outside, and I'm just gonna kind of drink as much as I can before I get in the shower. I'm gonna get ready. I have to wash my hair, and I have to wash my hair very particularly because of my scalp. But update on my scalp quickly before I get in the shower. It is doing so much better since the last time I gave you guys a scalp update. I am pretty sure it is like dermatitis of some sort, which I kind of already knew, but I think it's like psoriasis, which I don't know for sure, and I'm not going to the dermatologist or anything to get that done because getting a dermatologist appointment in Canada is like, I don't know, trying to climb Mount Everest. I'm not going there, so I am self-diagnosing myself with scalp psoriasis, and there are no more big scabs on my head. It's not raw, it's not super itchy, so I'm so happy. And I need to finish editing a vlog before I go, so I'm trying to get that done, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I think the worst part about doing my hair natural is that I'm too lazy to use any product, and then it results in my hair looking like this. It's also not fully dry yet. This is as dry as I'm getting it because I'm done with the blow dryer. It is making my hair look frizzy and I look crazy. I'm gonna put a little bit of hair oil in my hair and hope that it tames some of this frizz because I don't know what is going on here. I honestly can't be bothered with doing my makeup every day. I know that, was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before. I did my makeup like every single day after I finished filming all of my December videos as like part of my attempt to feel more put together during the holidays. And I have no idea why I did that because honestly, why? Literally why? Why do I need to get ready? Like, unless I want to, but like, I don't know. I was kind of like forcing myself to get ready every day for no reason. I just put a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes. It kind of brightens up my face a little bit because I have kind of like discolored under eyes, which I feel like is pretty common for most people to have, but it just makes me look really exhausted, and I don't feel like looking exhausted today. So I use this Tower 28 concealer, which is quite literally the best concealer I've ever used in my entire life. Growing up, like when I was in high school, I did a lot of makeup. I was quite the makeup guru, you could say. I did a lot of like crazy, funky eye looks, and anytime I went out to like a high school party or just went out in general, I would do like the most elaborate makeup look. Every Canada Day in high school, I did like the coolest Canada Day makeup. I'll try and find some photos and put it here if I can find them. But my point is I've tried a lot of different makeup because I would do like a full beat in high school, and every concealer that I used to use would crease so bad because I have very like creasable under eyes. This concealer is one of the best I've ever used. Not that I'm somebody to really take makeup advice from because like I said, I do not do my makeup a lot. If you like that like no makeup look, I think that this concealer is so perfect. One thing that I do want to buy potentially like during Boxing Day or Boxing Week as they do now is one of these, like either the Coach or the Kate Spade bag, but like it's like a medium-sized bag. I only have really tiny bags and then I have really big bags. I need a medium-sized bag, and the only reason why I need a medium-sized bag is that when I go out and I need to bring a purse with me, I can fit my Kindle in there. That is the only reason why I need a bag that is a medium size, because the big bag is is too big, too bulky, especially during the winter. Like it's just too much. But then the small bag, it just doesn't fit anything. Like even my fanny pack, like it doesn't fit my Kindle if my Kindle is in a case. So like I need a medium-sized bag only to fit my Kindle.
Priorities.
I didn't do as much reading as I thought I would, like on the train and stuff. I'm only 37% the way through the book. I did read a little bit on the train ride home, and then I read like such a little bit before I went to bed. We actually had such a good time. I typically bring my Kindle everywhere I go just because if there's ever a lull, I'm reading. But I have tried to put the book down sometimes and just enjoy being in the moment with whoever I'm with, because I feel like sometimes it can be really rude if I just like start pulling out a book while they're trying to talk to me. We had such a good time, but it was so freezing. It was so cold. I was literally shivering in my timbers, okay? It was like -14 at least, plus the wind chill, so it was really cold. I didn't think it was gonna be that cold, but we toughed it through. The first part of the market, we weren't actually that cold because it was earlier in the day and the sun was out, so it was still kind of like warming it up. But as we got closer to like the evening time, to like 4 o'clock, it was cold. I tried hot wine for the first time. It was actually so good. I was like kind of like ripping on my mom a little bit because I was like,
You know, like what the heck, hot wine? Like that sounds disgusting.
but it was actually really good. So I apologize, Mom, for telling you it tasted nasty. And then what else? We kind of just shopped around the distillery district. We stopped at the St. Lawrence Christmas market as well. It's like much smaller than the distillery district. One thing about the Toronto Christmas market is that it is so expensive. It is like, there is no reason why a cup of chocolate strawberries should be $17. There is no reason why a cup of hot wine should be $15. Like there's no reason. Like it is so outrageous. So we really didn't buy anything. We didn't like buy any trinkets or anything either because we've already done all of our Christmas shopping anyway. So we just kind of wanted to be there for the vibes. I want to say I spent about $45, maybe closer to 50, just on 3 things, which was my hot wine, my pierogies that we got. We literally went for the pierogies because they're so good, and they only do their pierogies at the Christmas market, so we can't get them anywhere else. They were fire, do gotta say. And then my chocolate strawberries. I didn't have to get those, but I was really craving something sweet, so I had to get that. And then we also had hot chocolate, but it was free at the beginning, which we were actually shocked about. And then we went to the little like Christmas themed restaurant, Poppy Chulo's down on Ossington. And it was actually really good. I mean, it was freezing at the beginning because their heat wasn't working, and they sat us like right in front of the door. But eventually a table of girls left, so we're like, can we move over there? And so it was a bit more enjoyable for us to sit down and have drinks. My mom's best friend ordered a shot of like, I don't know, this pink cream tequila. It was really good. It had whipped cream on top and like some Christmas sprinkles on the outside. So we had like 2 shots, and then I had water for the rest of the night. They weren't like filled with alcohol anyway. Like they had like probably like this much alcohol. Then we ordered a bunch of appetizers, and then we called our Uber and we went home. I am now headed to go sit down and have breakfast by myself because I don't have anything to make here for breakfast. And while I could go to the grocery store, it's Friday and I kind of just feel like sitting down and getting something quick. And then I think after I'm gonna run to Michael's. A friend of mine told me that the Michael's near me has fabric, so I just want to go look. I don't really need any fabric, but I mean, if I see something that I could do something with, then I might as well. I was thinking to make my mom a custom stocking, and I do have Christmas fabric here, but again, if I see something that might appeal to me, I can't say no. And I also want to get a scrapbook. Not like a scrapbook where I like write stuff inside. I basically just kind of want like a photo book so I can start putting photos in, because starting next year, but I'm actually going to start it this year for 2025. But next year I want to actually keep up with it every single month. And I feel like I'm going to make this into a whole different video, but I want to start documenting my memories in physical picture format like my parents used to do and my grandparents used to do, because I feel like with my whole iPhone storage debacle, I have the chance to never see those photos again because they're just stuck in the cloud. And I really just want to have these physical memories. I just think that now with the phones and the iCloud and everything's just so digital. And like when my kids are, you know, born and they're old enough to want to flip through photos, I'm gonna be like, oh, let me grab my old iPhone iCloud storage and let me show you on the computer. Like I feel like it would be much nicer to show them physical photos, you know, and like flip through the scrapbook together. I just think that'd be cool. I didn't end up getting any fabric there, mainly because I didn't go with a plan. I was driving home and I was thinking about, I saw Grinch fabric because they have a lot of like licensed fabric. They have Grinch, Snoopy, Hello Kitty. And I was like, I could have made a holiday Grinch apron for myself because I wanted to remake an apron for myself. So I might either go back on the weekend or I might just make a different apron with the new style. So from Michael's, I got two big sheets of felt. This is going to be for a fabric banner that I'm going to be making. I don't know if I'm doing it today or not, but I picked it up anyway. I picked up a pack of gift tape because I know that I needed this and I actually almost forgot when I was there, but I had a 30% off coupon, so it applied to this. So instead of $8.99, it was $5.49. Then I picked up these gift tag stickers. I'm not one to really tag my gifts, honestly, but I was talking to Angela and she's like, you should definitely tag them instead of just writing like the initials and trying to remember the day of. So that's what I did. And then I got two of these baskets. They were 50% off each, which is crazy because they were, oh no, the heat is going on. It's gonna be in the background, so I'm really sorry about that. But I got two of these baskets and I got one of them for Angela's gift for her Christmas, and then this one is gonna be for my little smelling pine cones. And then I think every season I might make new covers for this basket, like sew it myself and use this basket for every season. I think this would be super fun and super cute. So maybe we can try to sew up a little cover for the basket. I know that this has elastic. We don't need to use elastic, I don't think. Do we? I don't know. I could buy elastic off Amazon. Anyway, I am going to check on my computer over some videos and stuff, get some stuff done, and then I think I want to sew today. It's a cozy winter day, except it's literally freezing outside, but I want to sew some stuff. I got to get some work done. I have to post a video tutorial today, so I'm gonna get that stuff done, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of reading. I read a little bit at breakfast, and now I think I'm 42% of the way. I'm on chapter 15 and I have a decent amount of pages left. So yeah. Oh, and Tuxedo has taken his spot in the basket. I finished editing the video that I've been working on, which is nice. I uploaded the TikTok tutorial about the apron, and now I'm gonna finally get to sewing. I want to sew a placemat. I'm hoping to do some reading over the weekend. I'm in a slump, guys. I'm in a slump. I made a coffee to kind of motivate me to want to do things today. My stomach is really hurting me and I don't know why. It probably could be all the crap that I've been eating this week, because I've been eating pretty bad this week. But while this video exports, I'm gonna go and get my sewing machine out and put it on my desk and find an SD card that doesn't have a bunch of videos on it so that I can film like a little sewing video. I think I want to start a little series called Sew With Me on YouTube, and that's going to be like my signature series on YouTube going forward into 2026. I was really thinking, and I really miss my business. I kind of have figured out what the problem was for me and why I was getting overwhelmed. So I think I'm going to film a whole video about my plans going into 2026 and like my Notion dashboard. And in that video, I'm going to talk about what my plans are going forward with my business. I really do miss sewing. I miss sewing and making products and selling them and like getting to interact with customers and stuff. And I miss having a book rep program. Like I really do miss the business crafty girl aspect of my business. But a lot of the like admin and business tasks were really draining me and it wasn't becoming fun anymore. And I know life's not always going to be fun, but like when I'm my own boss and I get to create my own company environment and I am dreading working at my company every single day, then obviously something has to change. And in order to be like a good small business owner, a good boss of myself, I need to recognize that and then adjust accordingly. So I think that video is gonna kind of go more into like all the nitty-gritty stuff about that, but I was kind of thinking about that while I was doing my editing. There's gonna be some business changes, obviously. I have some new products gonna be launching soon and I'm gonna be running a huge sale on my fair, hopefully to get rid of lots of products. So I need to get working on that admin stuff as well. So probably should put that on my to-do list to do this weekend, but we'll see. It is now Monday and I'm just about to start sewing some little things that I thought of. I want to make a little ruffled coaster and I also want to try to make a little mini boxy pouch that can go on your keys. So I'm going to attempt to sew those up now and see how they turn out. I'm going to use this fat quarter of like cat fabric that I have and try to sew up a little circle coaster, and then I think I'm going to use a different fat quarter for the little mini boxy pouch and just try to have some fun with sewing and see what I can sew up. And then I have to spend pretty much the rest of the day editing for Vlogmas. So I just want to get a little bit of sewing done today and just have a little bit of fun on a Monday. I've lost momentum, if I do say so myself. I have definitely lost momentum. However, sorry about that sound. I've been sitting here eating pretzel crisps and Nutella. I have been in a Nutella phase. Jacob has been eating Nutella and strawberries like every single day. It has reactivated my Nutella obsession. So I'm having this last one and then I'm putting it away. I made myself a hot coffee. I was doing some sewing earlier, but both of my sewing projects turned out to be looking like absolute trash. So I packed up the sewing machine and said I'm calling it a day for sewing. I got out my clay and I think I'm gonna do some clay magnets, and I think I'm going to also listen to an audiobook. I started this book a couple days ago just because I haven't been feeling music in the car, and whenever I don't feel music, I like to pick a new audiobook to listen to. I've been reading or listening to She Didn't See It Coming by Cherie Lapina. I think I'm saying that right. I am fully invested in this book. I would have finished it sooner if I could read it on my Kindle, but I don't want to buy the audiobook because I'm over 50% the way through now and it's free on Spotify. But I am eating up every single second of it. It starts off with the main character getting into a little fender bender with this random guy. A couple weeks later, she ends up like going missing. She called her husband to tell her husband that she won't be able to pick up their daughter from school, and I think they have like a 3-year-old daughter. And then the daycare called him right before their late pickup hours were closing and said said to him that the wife never came to pick up the daughter, and then the story kind of escalates from there. It's basically like a mystery of figuring out how she went missing, what exactly happened, questioning everybody and really trying to figure it out. She also has a sister and she has a best friend, and I'm really feeling like off vibes from some people, and I'm kind of like trying to deduce what happened in my own brain. But I just love that the way the story is written. I've never read any of these authors' books before, so I'm really interested to see how the story kind of wraps it up, but I'm really loving it. So I think I'm going to listen to this while I do some clay magnets. But this warm coffee is so nice on a freezing day like today. It is currently like -17 outside, and that's in Celsius because I'm Canadian. I always feel like I have to mention that because I know a lot of my viewers are from America. However, it is freezing outside, so I will not be leaving my house at all today. I'm just gonna be fully inside doing cozy hoppy things, because it's just the kind of day that I'm feeling like today. I don't know why, but I'm just really not feeling the Monday vibes. I'm usually really productive on Mondays. As we start to approach the end of the year, I feel like my motivation to work is like dwindling down to absolutely nothing. So it's basically gonna be like a lot of computer work and stuff. I do wanna like do some holiday things like baking, wrapping gifts, going and just like looking at holiday lights and stuff like that. So I have a couple more Vlogmas videos I need to film still. Vlogmas definitely takes a lot of energy, and I'm not even doing the full Vlogmas this year, so it is taking a lot out of me, and I don't 100% know if I'm gonna continue all the way up until Christmas Day. We'll see how many videos I can get filmed this week. I have some things to do and some fun things to do, so maybe I'll film like some days in my life and just kind of do that, because I have a fun little photo shoot event with a friend of mine, aka my Pilates instructor, on Wednesday, and then that's actually the only exciting thing I have this week. I'm going to finish watching this video that I'm watching, and then I'm going to do some clay, and I kind of want to make some keychains and stuff because I bought a bunch of hardware for keychains and then I never made any, so I think I want to make some for gifts. I'm gonna be so honest, I didn't listen or read any books while doing this clay, but I will show you guys what I made. They're not baked yet, so I'm gonna put them in the oven shortly, but I made a candle. This is what inspired me to start doing clay today. And then I made this little gingerbread house cookie, which is inspired by my mug rug that I made last year. Then I made this very derpy pair of scissors. Gray clay was so like soft and gross, I can't even hold it. That's how miniature I made it. I made this ugly magnet. Well, it's not ugly because it's of Angel, but it's not my best work. But I made Angel as a magnet. Okay, well anyway, I tried. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. We have made no progress any of the books, and I feel like I'm in a reading slump. There's no getting out of it right now, and I have no desire to read. So, well, I do have a desire to listen to the audiobook, but clearly I don't because I didn't listen to it while doing the clay. So I'm gonna consider this a big major fail at trying to get out of a reading slump, because the verdict is I'm still in it. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe so you can join the Queenie community, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.